You know, a lot of people have been telling me for the last couple of years that I've been on YouTube that this guy American Dream is a complete degenerate, alcoholic, drug addict, beats up his wife, lives in a tent, has no money. Of course, I'm going to say it's alleged because this is just what people have said to me, and I really don't know what's true or not. But I will say this: the way he's acting lately. And I just made a video recently, about maybe 5 minutes ago, just explaining how some psychopath put on Craigslist, I'm having an estate sale, everything must go. And people are coming to my house. I don't know why, but they're coming to about 6 o'clock in the morning. They startled my wife. They startled, my children. They startled my mom. Okay. Banging on the door at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, American Dream immediately commented, and he was like laughing. The whole thing was a joke. He's like, prop money, $5 of prop money. He find the whole thing very funny. All right. You want to know what it is, American Dream? Bottom line now, I just have to say it how it is. Listen to me. What do you have? Like, I don't even think this guy has 10,000 views on his channel. I really, I don't, I don't know. I think I checked like a long time ago, like just out of like curiosity. You're not making any money on YouTube. Okay. You lost your money in AMC. Okay. You have no money. I mean, you claim to have a medical professional job, but you're living in a tent. You're living in a tent. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out the motivation of why you're on YouTube. See, I make money on YouTube. You understand? Like, I make money. I do good. I don't understand your motivation on being YouTube. And I really think the motivation is that people like American Dream, Dale, Chad Clifford, you got to really kind of act like you're a doctor, like a psychologist. And you got to say there's something going on with these three people that's abnormal. Okay, there's something going on. Okay, so let's start with American Dream. Let's start with him. Here's a guy who has absolutely, how you doing, Manuel? He has absolutely no money, from what I'm understanding. A complete, utter human trash bum. Has no money. This is the type of a guy, American Dream, that he'll have like $50 in his pocket and will not feed his family. He won't keep the electric bill. He won't pay the electric bill. He won't. This is the type of a guy that will go out and buy himself alcohol and drink it until he faints. Yeah, and I've met people like this. I've met people like this before in my life, where that's they have like these priorities where it's like, do I want to feed my children? No. Do I want to take care of bills in my house? Pay my bills? No, no. Do I want to buy drugs? Do I want to buy alcohol? You know, yes. And like I said, I'll say it's alleged, but that's just the impression I get with this guy, American Dream. This guy, even if he is working a job, he probably spends his entire paycheck on drugs and alcohol. Like this, because you have to ask yourself, why is he living in a tent? No, seriously, we need to analyze this. We need to analyze if someone has a professional, like it's a medical, respectable professional job, what he does. Shouldn't he have like money? Why is he living in a tent? Okay, so the assumption, and I'll say it's an assumption because I can't prove it, is that he's probably spending it on drugs. He's probably spending it on alcohol, and he doesn't take care of his family. Now, I consider somebody like that not a real man. That's not a real man. That's a like the movie New Jack City. That's Pookie. He's Chris Rock. He's Pookie. Okay. Um, so now moving on to Adele. Here's a guy who is a big. It's kind of like he's a big mystery. in a way because it, he talks so proudly about, you know, the American worker. I'm talking about Dale, Triple Chin, RuPaul Dale, Dale's Garage. Meaning he talks very proudly what a man is supposed to do. I hear him say it all the time. A man is supposed to wake up early in the morning. A man is supposed to go to a job that he hates. A man is supposed to work and support his family. But yet, you see a guy like Dale. First of all, he has no family. His his wife divorced him. So you got to kind of ask yourself something, Dale. Since you're this great man, right? You're a guy who wakes up early in the morning. You go to a job that you hate. You provide for your family. That sounds like a very decent, respectable man to me. But yet, your wife divorced you. Interesting. Interesting. Now, here's another thing that's interesting about Dale. Since then, and we have no idea how long he's been divorced, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He has no other girl in his life. That's another interesting fact. Okay. So you have to sometimes in life you have to be like a Inspector Gadget. And you gotta say, why did this woman divorce him in the first place? Like what was the cause? What was the reason? Why doesn't he have any other women in his life? And for a guy who's claiming to be this hard American worker, what does he do? What does he do? All I ever see this guy do is drive around in his car. He paid $1,000 for it. It's worth about maybe $300. The guy has absolutely no money. I've given this guy about 100 opportunities to show $500. He can't do it. Then I even lowered it. I said, show $100. And he showed prop money. He showed $100 bill it said for motion picture purposes only. So my guess, Dale, and this is again, I'll say it's alleged. Everything that I say is alleged for entertainment purposes only. My guess, Dale, is you are flat ass, completely, utterly broke. I'm talking like on a good day, maybe the guy has a $20 bill to his name. You are flat ass, completely broke. On top of that, you're fat. See, it's one thing, listen to me. I had a friend in Brooklyn, okay, a buddy of mine, okay? And in high school, he was voted the best looking guy. His name was Chris. I'm not going to get into his last name. He was like one of those like really pretty boy, like he was like a Brad Pitt, like a Johnny Depp. All the girls loved this freaking guy. But the thing is, he was a lazy bum. He didn't work. He had no money. He used to always come to me. Although even in high school, I had money. I always had money on me. Rich, bro, swap me 100. He was a good friend of mine. And I would do it from time to time, but it just got to the point. Chris, you're never gonna pay me back. I gotta stop giving you money. But now here's the thing, okay? Even though this dude, it always amazed me that even though he had no money, he was a lazy, complete, utter bum. All the girls wanted to sleep with him, man. This guy was getting girls hand over fist, man. Hey, there was a time, right? Me, Chris, and at the time I was dating a girl named Jackie. This was before I met my wife, right? And he was with like this really gorgeous girl from high school. And we're all sitting down. We were at Del Rio Diner. I'll never forget this as long as I live. So the bill comes. I pull out my wallet. I pull out some money. Chris says, I forgot my wallet. This is what he said. I never forget this, Lord. He goes, oh, man. I'm like, what's wrong, Chris? Man, I left my wallet at home. I'm so sorry. He looked at the girl. He goes, I'm so sorry. I left my wallet at home. Do you know that this girl took out her purse and paid for Chris? She paid for him. And that stuck with me my whole life because I have never witnessed anything like that in my whole life. It stuck with me my whole life. I said, I cannot believe that this girl just paid for this guy. I don't know. I guess I come from the school, the men pay for the women. That's just my way of thinking, you know? So anyway, this is kind of like the deal with Dale. But the thing is that what Chris had going for him, the attribute that Chris had, he was a good looking guy. Now Dale has nothing going for him. He's fat. He's ugly. I mean, the guy looks so disgusting, blubber, fat, you know, broke. Okay. This explains why Dale can't get another girl. At least if he had something going for him, like I said, if at least he was a good looking guy, which he's the most disgusting, fat, blubber guy on earth. Okay. He makes me look skinny, this guy. Okay. Um, that explains a lot. It explains why he can't get any women whatsoever. Complete broke ass, loser, bum, fat, disgusting, ugly, blubber motherfucker. Dale. Okay. So now let's move on to Chad Clifford. Okay. Now Chad is a little bit of a different situation. Chad actually has a job. Apparently makes good money, and I know he has a daughter. Sometimes I hear like it's weird. I hear like a baby in the background. I hear a baby crying. So I'm not really sure if he did this during the holidays. So I'm not sure if when he was filming this, maybe he was at like a relative's house and maybe they had a baby. Is it possible that Chad has a new baby? It's possible. I don't know for a fact, but it's possible. But I do hear a baby crying. I know he has a daughter. Now, supposedly, Chad has a wife. Now, let's think about this for a second. His wife is a professional, medical professional. She's a nurse. Now, you have to understand something. She has a very, very important job, saving lives, okay? And I am very confident that her employer would not be happy, okay, with the videos Chad Clifford makes. Okay. Listen, like, we go back and forth a lot, but we say some pretty disgusting things. We say some things that, let's just say, a professional medical employer would not improve of. Okay. So this leads me to believe that if Chad was truly married to his wife, that she would have a talk with him. She would say, listen to me, you degenerate loser piece of shit. She would say, I cannot lose my career. Okay. Because you want to play, whatever game you're playing on YouTube, whatever immature, degenerate game. I cannot lose making a ton of money. She's making a lot of money. I cannot risk my career. So now this leads me to believe. Now let's go a step further. Chad Clifford is not even monetized. His channel is not monetized. Okay. So he's not even making money on YouTube. So this leads me to believe Chad either got divorced from his wife. Maybe they're legally separated. I do not believe Chad Clifford is currently in a marriage or a relationship. I don't believe it because it's physically impossible. It's physically impossible because his wife would have told him. She would have said, listen, I am not going to risk my job, my career, everything that I worked for, my college education, everything I did to get to the level I'm at because you want to play, whatever he is, psychotic, midlife crisis, lunatic, psycho on the internet. Okay. So it leads me to believe Chad Clifford he's either divorced, this is what I believe, or separated. That's what I believe. Divorced. And it makes a lot of sense. if you think about it for a second, if you actually play like the psychiatrist game, because maybe he's miserable with his life. He's miserable. I'm not going to get into details. I know he has health problems as well. Okay. So maybe this is his escape. YouTube. YouTube is a way for him to vent out his frustrations, pick a villain like me. I'm the villain, and go to work on me, with all these videos that he does. And it gives him some sort of self satisfaction because his life sucks. He lost his wife. He's in bad health. He really is a complete friggin' like loser. So my sinuses are horrible. You got to forgive me. So I get it. I get what Dale is doing. I get what Chad is doing. I get what American Dream is doing. But now we get to the real point of this video. Okay, here's the real point. Whatever your reasons are, whether it is that you have no life, you're a loser, midlife crisis, whatever the reason is that you're coming onto YouTube to make these videos, to abuse me, whatever it is, I'm all for it. So I want to be perfectly clear. I love it. You understand me? Not like. I love it. Keep making all of these game show videos. Dale, you went a little too far what you said about my son. That was a little too far. Saying that if I was dying, that he would film me and then he would masturbate to the video of him filming me. That was too far, Dale. That was too far. But, American Dream making all these videos of trying to kill myself. In all honesty and fairness, it's really no big deal. Look, in all honesty, I don't want to kill myself. I'm not filing for bankruptcy. I never robbed any liquor store. Okay. So obviously Dale is just coming up with these stories. Not Dale, excuse me. American Dream. American Dream is coming up with these stories because he wants to get clout. He wants to get the guy's a complete loser. The guy has had I don't even know how many. I don't think this guy has even reached 100,000 views. I don't even think he's reached 20,000 views on his channel. And I think it's been like that for the last 2 years. Like I said, I really don't understand the motivation of why these people are on YouTube. At least make money. If you're not making money, and they spend so much time at it. See, that's the thing. Is it's like I can understand if Chad Clifford, Dale, American, if they made one video every 6 months, let's say, that makes sense because it's recreational. They're just doing it to have fun. These people spend every day of their lives making YouTube videos and they don't make any money. So you really got to ask yourself, what the Fuck is in it for them? They make nothing. Nothing. Okay. So getting back. For whatever the reasons are, I really don't care. All right. If you want to make videos abusing me, if you want to make videos breaking my balls, I am all for it. Do it. You want to make up stories. You want to, call me the most fattest, hairiest, disgusting, repulsive, like he used the word cringe, mother effer. You could say whatever you want about me. But when you get my family involved, this is the thing now, okay? When you start getting my family involved, it becomes a problem. Okay? It becomes a problem. And the thing is, I don't even understand how a man, okay, especially someone like Chad Clifford, who's a father. I understand, like Dale, he's never going to have any kids. Unfortunately, Dale, you can't get men pregnant. So, I highly doubt that Dale will ever be a father. But Chad, you have a daughter. You're a father. And at the very, very bare minimum, Chad Clifford should say from one father to another, family is off limits. Children are off limits. And he used to say that. Like there was a time in the past where Chad would say that. He would say family is off limits. At this point, I think Chad is just completely given up on that. He's a complete hypocrite. And I no longer believe that Chad gives a shit. Seriously, he'll insult my children, my wife, my mother. He's probably responsible. I'll say it's alleged for a lot of the things that went down. DoorDash, Craigslist. I actually got a secret message, by the way, from someone who kind of confirmed that Chad Clifford was involved. I'm not going to reveal that. I know 100% for a fact Dale's involved. I shouldn't say 100%. I'll say it's alleged. Well, let's just say I'm very confident. And I'm now starting to get very confident that American Dream is involved. Okay. So now here's the question. How do we resolve this issue? How do we resolve an issue that my mother has a heart condition and got very startled by someone knocking on the door at 6:00 in the morning? How do we settle an issue where my wife has stage 4 breast cancer and the cancer has metastasized to her brain and she has, yeah, right, great. 99 cents donation again, insulting my family. You want to know what it is? The bottom line with you people is that you're all going to probably go to hell. And karma is going to come and bite you in your ass. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. That's all that's going to happen. Listen to me. You're laughing about it. You find it funny. Okay. Karma will come back and bite you in your ass. That's it. That's what's going to happen. And most likely, you're going to get cancer. Something's going to happen to you. You're going to get a terminal illness. And let's just say when that happens, I'm going to go out and buy myself a calzone. When, like, for instance, if American Dream will get some kind of serious health illness, okay, so while he's in ICU, struggling to breathe, struggling to survive, I just want you to picture that I'll be at an Italian restaurant eating a delicious meal, drinking wine, having a big gigantic calzone because I don't give a fuck about you. You understand? Same thing goes for Dale. Same thing goes for Chad Clifford, okay? Because you know what's funny? At some point, and I guarantee this, something bad is going to happen to these people. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Something bad is going to happen to Dale. Something bad is going to happen to Chad Clifford. Actually, something bad already happened to Chad with his health, but it can happen again. And something is going to happen with American Dream. And just know that if I'm still alive and I'm still breathing and I'm still going, just know that I will be celebrating your pain. I will be celebrating. I will be eating a steak. I will be eating a calzone. I'll be drinking wine. And as Lou famously says, go fuck your mothers. Go fuck yourselves, okay? I don't give a fuck about any one of you. And I don't give a fuck about Lou either. Fuck Lou, okay? Fuck Lou with his fucking, medical insurance that he fucking gets from the government, allegedly. Oh, my brain, the vessels of my brain are popping. Good, let them pop. Let them do everybody a fucking favor, okay, and have a stroke. Fucking degenerate who makes fun of my wife. He makes fun of my wife, Lou. She has to. He's like, I can't believe this woman's still alive. Sea monster, wigglicious. Lou, I can't believe you're still alive. I can't believe you're still alive. That you've been tortured in jail, Lou. God only knows. Fucking guy probably has monkeypox. God only knows what disease Lou has. Look, Lou, you're fat. You got friggin' major health concerns. Blood vessels are popping in your brain, just like a lot of things are always popping on you when you hang out with Tyrone and Jamal. A lot of popping is going on. So he's another one. If something happened to him, like I remember one time Lou went to the hospital. Everyone was like, "Lou, get better, Lou." I think at the time I was eating a steak while he was in the hospital. I was eating a steak. I was I was drinking wine. I don't give a fuck about these people. Look, I don't wish people bad in this world. Okay, like I know Tendy time is here, and Tendy's like always do a good deed, do a good deed. Look, I don't wish anybody in this world bad. But when people fuck with my family, that's it. The gloves are off. The gloves are off when people fuck with my family. Listen, Discord, let me explain something to you. I have more views than Lou. Listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to listen to me. Lou doesn't have to acknowledge me. Lou doesn't have to acknowledge me because I have more money than Lou. I have a family. I enjoy life to the fullest. Lou has nothing. Listen to me. Lou has nothing. Lou doesn't have a house. Lou doesn't have a car. Lou doesn't have a family. Lou never invested in AMC. And currently, I am the bigger YouTuber. I am the bigger, more successful YouTuber. So I beat Lou. Listen to me, Discourse, whatever your name is. I beat Lou in every area of life. So, like when you make a comment like that, he's not acknowledging me. Let him not acknowledge me. I don't give a shit. He doesn't acknowledge me. I have a $600,000 house. What does Lou have? You know, you can make fun of my GMC Arcadia. What is Lou driving? You know, you can make fun of the fact that whatever it is, you feel I don't have enough money. I'm spending $2,000 a week on food every week of my life. What is Lou eating? What did Lou have for dinner? What did Lou have for breakfast? You know, I mean, where's Lou's money? So where's Lou's family? You know, so when you say he's not acknowledging me, and I care about Lou. Let me explain it to you. Because for some reason, listen to me, I'm going to explain it to you, okay? People watch him. I don't understand why. I don't get it. People watch Lou. And all Lou has ever done is hurt people financially. This is why I care, including me and including my family. Okay. Lou hurts people financially. This is why I want to answer your question. Okay. Lou has, first of all, before Lou was a YouTuber, Lou has stole $73,000 from innocent senior citizens. He stole their money. The only way that this bum, degenerate, friggin' waste of life loser was able to pay back the restitution is he had to start a YouTube channel of which he lies on every day. He lies. I have secret connections. I'm getting insider information. People are meeting me and they're telling me AMC is about to jump up, have a managed event. This is so. I got involved in AMC because of Lou. You understand? Because I'm trying to answer your question. You're like, why do you care about Lou? I'm trying to explain it to you. Okay. Now, I'm down over $200,000. I'm down a lot of money. Now, will I sue Lou? Will I sue him? No. The answer to the question is no, because ultimately I made the decision, me, to invest in AMC. I have to hold myself personally accountable. But this is the thing. Lou continues to hurt people financially. Who remembers Clove? Remember? GTII. It's going to go to 100. It's going to go to 200. Okay. Do you know how many bag holders Lou continues to create? Okay. So I kind of made it a personal mission of mine to destroy him. Okay. Not in terms of, anything violent, but just to use my platform on YouTube to call him out and to continuously let the public know that he is a con man and he is not to be trusted. So that's it. Does that answer your question? Okay. He's hurting people. He's hurting people financially. People are losing tremendous amounts of money listening to that guy. And honestly, I don't know why. I don't understand why people watch him. I don't get it. I don't. It's either he's buying his subs, buying views, because let's analyze Lou for a second, okay? Lou had over 80,000 subscriptions, and he had over 73 million views. Lou currently has, I think, 600 subs. So 88% of people that were subscribed to Lou did not come back and did not resubscribe to him. 88%. Okay. So that's got to tell you something. You know why? You know why people did not come back and resubscribe to Lou? Because Lou has cost people so much money. People have lost so much money listening to this brainless idiot who lies. He's a pathological liar. He lies about, I have 20 years of Wall Street experience, he says, right? Then he tells the judge, oh, I've been working for a web design company for the last 20 years. The guy has no Wall Street connections. He has no Wall Street knowledge. He has no Wall Street experience. He's just some bum, degenerate loser who found a way to start a YouTube channel, manipulate people to watch him. Okay. And they do. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I just think that people want to believe that Lou is something he's not. That's what it is. I think people want to believe. Sometimes I see it happen in life a lot, I see it happen where people, it could be a relationship. Someone has a relationship with a girl. She's a complete gold digger. All she cares about is taking your money. She's not attracted to you. She doesn't love you. She doesn't care about you, but you stay. You stay in the relationship, even knowing that you're being abused. Okay. You stay. Now, the reason you stay is because you have this imaginary thing going on in your head. This girl loves me. This girl cares about me. This is what I think is going on with Lou. I think that his fans believe he cares. Like they believe that Lou cares about them. No, Lou doesn't get, listen to me. Lou doesn't care if you lose every single dollar that you have to your name. He doesn't give a shit. Okay. Lou is in it for himself. He's in it to financially benefit himself. That's it. Me, on the other hand, I do care. I know you don't realize this. I've donated over $10,000. Like, why would I do this for? Let me ask you a question. Listen. I'm sitting down eating dinner with my family. I get a call from a guy named Marco. He seen me eat these delicious porterhouse steaks. He's like, hey, Father, I'm so sorry to bother you during your dinner with your family. I'm starving, man. I'm starving. I said, Marco, here's $250 I gave him. I said, go get yourself a steak dinner. God bless. Go feed your family. God bless you. A guy calls me up one time. Hey, Father, my car broke down. I can't. I have children. I have to drive them to school. I have to pick them up at school. I don't know what I'm going to do. I sent him the money for the repairs. I repaired his friggin' truck. I could go on and on and on. Okay. But it just got to the point where CPS was called on my family by some degenerate. I'm not gonna allege who did it. And they went to my children's school, and it was a horrible experience. My son was mortified. My daughter was mortified because the person who filed this complaint said I starved my children and I locked them in closets. And in front of the principal, who's a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, this CP, this Child Protective Services agent, right in front of the principal, right in front of the principal. I want you to think about this. Asked my children if I starved them. Asked my children if I locked them in closets, if I tortured them, and still to this day, this principal, who used to be very nice to me every time he would see me, Richie, shake my hand, how you doing? He was always very nice to me. He doesn't look at me no more. He When he sees me, he immediately turns his head and walks away from me because I think that it's in his head that I might just be this bad father. I might be this degenerate. Okay, and that was caused by someone on social media who did this. Okay, so that's why it got to the point where I don't help people no more. A lot of people have reached out for help. I don't help nobody no more. That's it. If someone is going to get money from the ape father, they're going to have to earn it. They're going to have to do a food challenge. They're going to have to do something that's going to be a challenge before they get any money out of me. My charity days are over with all of you. That's it. And a lot of people kind of implied they wanted money. Certain people started GoFundMe pages. Certain people contacted me. I'm not going to mention names. And only in one case did I give money. Okay. Jim Netherly, his daughter was having surgery, and I decided to help him. Jim has always been a true blue guy. He's been a true blue friend. He's been a true blue supporter. Okay, and I supported him. But other than that, there was one other time, Telly won a contest, but I have the greatest respect for the Marines. Okay, and I did make a donation to the Marine Corps. But other than that, I don't do it no more. I don't do it no more because I think a bunch of you are psychopaths, a bunch of you are dicks, and like I said, it seems like a lot of you want to hurt my family. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't understand. Like what did my children do to you? You want to hate me? Hate me. you know. You want to hate me? Go ahead and hate me. What did my children do to you? What did my mother do to you? What did my wife do to you? And what you don't understand is that when you're doing these things like DoorDash, you're doing these things with Craigslist. These people are coming to our house at very crazy hours. Like I said, there was this one incident where someone from DoorDash banged on the door. It was like midnight. It was midnight. My mother lost her breath. I almost had to take her to the emergency. She got very scared. It was midnight. Okay. In this case today, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. And you're scaring my children, you're scaring my wife, you're scaring my mother. And I really hope you all rot in fucking hell. Who's ever doing this? I really do. I really do. I really do. I hope that you fucking rot in fucking hell, you people. Because you know what it is? My wife has stage 4 breast cancer. You fucking pieces of shit. Cancer has metastasized in her brain. She could have a stroke if she gets scared. She could have a fucking stroke. Okay. And it's just like you don't understand. One of her tumors is a potential bleeder that can cause a hemorrhage. And you fucking degenerates have people knocking on my door at 6 o'clock in the morning. And American Dream, he laughs about it, this guy. I want you to know, American Dream, he finds all this to be funny. He finds all of this to be funny, this fucking piece of shit. You know what? I understand why Telly wanted to meet you somewhere. and beat the fucking shit out of you. I understand it now. See, back then I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I was like, I really, honestly, I was thinking like Telly, I was like, man, Telly, maybe she'll like relax a little bit, I understand it now. I get it now. I'm just reading some of these comments now. What happened on Craigslist, Antonio Miranda? Somebody posted that I was having an estate sale, all this shit, and people have been coming to my house, knocking up. Like I said, someone came to my house at like 6 o'clock in the morning, knocking on the door, startled my wife, startled my children, startled my mother. It's like, again, like you see this guy, down we go, ape father, hate his thumbs up. Once again, listen to me. Hate me, abuse me, leave my fucking family out of it. I mean, I don't understand why people can't understand that. It's like, leave children alone. Leave my wife who's battling stage 4 breast cancer alone. Leave my mother alone. That's it. In other words, there should never be any incident where someone is coming to my house, knocking on my door, we're ringing my bell, delivering food at midnight, Craigslist ads with fake estate sales. You're startling my fucking family. Okay. And you know what it is? I don't know. I guess there's just people in this world that are so fucking evil, and they're just such. You don't understand. Look, I know you think it's funny. Okay. I know you think it's funny. I get it. And you want to know something? Under normal circumstances, it would be funny. Under normal circumstances. So I'll give you an example. Let's say my wife didn't have stage 4 breast cancer, right? My mother didn't have a health condition. And you did this stuff, I'll tell you the truth, I would laugh at it. I really would. I would actually find it to be hysterical. I'd find it to be funny. I would welcome it. I would say, great, I got DoorDash. I would eat the food that was being sent to me. Craigslist. I make them look around my house to see if they want to buy anything. I'm like, hey, you want to buy my sword? You want to buy this? I would find it to be very, very funny. But you're all not understanding that, putting aside the ape father being an entertainer, a comedian, I'm dealing with real life family medical emergencies. You're just not understanding it. That's the thing you're not getting. You're not understanding. My wife has stage 4 breast cancer. She has 3 tumors in her brain, and it's very serious. It is very, very serious. My mother was just at the hospital the other day because she has COPD and she has heart problems. And she was just at the hospital the other day. My whole family's on fucking steroids. My wife is on steroids. My mother is on steroids. And I just don't understand why you fucking people can't understand that. It's not funny, you fucking degenerates. It's not fucking funny. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something. I know that you don't see, that you just don't understand things. You're not educated. Let me try to educate you a little bit because I know you don't understand this. Okay. Let me educate you. My wife has a tumor that's on a verge of bleeding. Okay. Now, let's just say something like this would happen, right? So let's say you would send someone to my house at midnight. Now you think it's funny, right? You think it's a joke. Ha ha ha. Okay, right. She gets startled and somehow bangs her head. Like it happens. Sometimes you get startled, you fall off the bed, you bang your head, or something happens. Okay. The result could be that she gets a hemorrhage and she dies. Would that be funny at that point for you? Like I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, would you still be laughing like American Dream was laughing today? Would you still be laughing? Dale, would you be laughing? Chad Clifford, would you be laughing? Okay. Now, That's something now, because I had a conversation with the police officer when I first filed the police report. And what he basically told me was, right now, Rich, this is what the police officer told me. This is just harassment. That's what he told me. He goes, it's no big deal. I'm going to admit the truth to you. He goes, there's really not much we could do. There's not much we could do about this. But here's what he told me. If something happened in terms of like someone died because of this, he goes, that's murder. That's murder. And he goes, we would use all of our resources. We would use everything we have to track down the person who did this. So I'm just trying to make you understand something. Whoever it is who's doing this, whether it's Dale, whether it's Chad Clifford, whether it's American Dream, that if your prank results in my wife falling off a bed, getting startled, hits her head, causes her tumor to hemorrhage, and if she passes away, there's a very good possibility you will be facing murder charges. There is a very good possibility you will go to jail. You will be behind bars for the rest of your life. Okay? And I want you to know I do have the record of the Craigslist ad. Okay? And thank God that my wife is okay. And my mom is okay. I mean, my kids, thank God, they're young, they're healthy, they got their whole life ahead of them. But I'm just trying to give you a future warning. I'm just trying to give you a future warning. If you keep these pranks up, there is a possibility it could lead to something very, very serious. So why don't you just do yourself a favor and try to keep entertainment on YouTube only. That's it. Keep entertainment on YouTube. That's it. You want to make fun of me, you want to abuse me, you want to degrade me, you want to debate me, keep it on YouTube. Stop sending people to my house. Because I'm telling you, one day it could turn into something serious. Oh, no, listen to me, the regulator. Craigslist 100% can tell me who did it. And I actually just filed a complaint with Craigslist. Craigslist 100% can tell me. In other words, they're not going to tell me the name of the person, but they're going to tell me the email that was associated with that post. No, 100%. But the thing is, of course, it could be a made up email. Like the person who did this is probably not an idiot. They probably made up an email, joeblow@gmail.com, and ultimately, posted this. But this is what the true problem is, the regulator. The police are not going to take it seriously because, like this, I'm telling you exactly what the police officer said to me. They said at this particular point, look, the police have the technology. They could track, even if a person made up this bullshit email, joeblow@gmail.com. The police will be able to track that email, find out who that person is, 100%. But they're not going to do it in this case. They're not going to do it because this is just this is harassment. This is no big deal. But what I'm trying to make people understand, regulator, is let's say this happened. Let's say this occurred. Let's say you sent someone to my house, midnight, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. My wife falls off the bed. She bangs her head. It leads to a hemorrhage, and God forbid she dies. In this particular instance, the police are now going to take it very seriously. This is what I'm trying to make you all understand this. In that case, now the police is going to work with Craigslist. This is murder. Okay. They're going to track the email that was connected to who posted that ad. They're going to find the person and you're going to fucking face murder charges. This is, see, I know you all think this is a joke, but I'm dealing with a wife who has stage 4 breast cancer that has metastasized to her brain. She has 3 large tumors. One of them could bleed. Okay, I know that no matter how many times I say this to you people, that you're gonna keep laughing about it because you're fucking demonically sick. You're sick fucking people. You just don't understand that the littlest thing that could startle my wife could be a catastrophe. You don't fucking understand this. She was on ICU, my wife. She was in the ICU department. They consider her condition to be fatal. It's a miracle she's still alive. They're doing everything to shrink her tumors. They're doing everything to keep my wife alive. And you fucking pieces of shit are scaring her. You fucking pieces of shit are sending people to my house, startling her. And I'm going to tell you something. I just want you to know this. If, God forbid, something happens to her and she gets startled and she bangs her head, the police officer assured me, he assured me, they're going to find you. And you're going to go to jail for fucking murder. And you know something? I hope you're laughing at that point. I really do. Oh my God. I will personally come down to see you fucking arrested, you fucking piece of shit. And I'll fucking spit in your face and I'll laugh at you. And I'll laugh at you. I'll fucking spit right in your fucking face. All right? So keep thinking this is a joke. Keep thinking this is funny. You don't understand that you're dealing with a family that has serious medical emergencies. And your pranks could lead to something serious. Sam the Great, when you say I don't scare you, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm stating facts. Are you a part of it, you fucking dick? Okay, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm saying to you, if you're a part of this, okay, you could face serious, serious consequences. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm stating facts. I'm stating facts. This guy he's saying I'm literally the least intimidated. Sam, here's my address. Sam, 25 Hillside Avenue. Come to my house. Come look me in my face, Sam, and then tell me if I'm the least intimidating person ever. Sam, do that. Okay? Do that, Sam. Sam, it's very easy for you to type things on the internet. It's very, very easy for you, Sam, to do that. Come to me face to face, bro, and then tell me I'm the least intimidating person ever. But you see, but you won't do it, Sam. You won't do it. This is what I love about people like this guy. He acts like a tough guy. He acts like, oh, Sam, I'll fucking blow on you and you'll fall down. All right, do me a favor. Go home and get your shine box. Go home and get your shine box, Sam. Look, crypto fan, you'll be very, very surprised how sophisticated technology is. Even if somebody went to a library, there's cameras, okay? 100% someone will be found if this turned into a situation that was serious. So you're wrong in what you're saying, crypto fan. You're 100% wrong. Listen to me. The police are not taking this seriously. They're not taking it seriously because you're right. At this point, I'm admitting the truth. Police officers told me this is just harassment. This is just harassment. So they're not going to take it seriously. But crypto fan, I assure you, if murder, okay, or something very serious occurred, they will take it seriously. They will take it seriously. And no matter what you're saying, someone could go to the library, somebody can make up a bullshit. Now, they will be caught. They will be caught. The regulator, ignore Sam. He just wants to rile you up. Yeah. Sam, you can keep saying everything you want, but you're behind a computer screen, brother. You know, you're the one. Sam, let's talk about this. My name is Richie Lavoie. That's my real name. Okay. I don't hide behind a fake name like you. You see, Sam the Great. I don't do that. Do you want to know why you do that, Sam? Listen to me. You do that because you're a coward. That's why you do it. People who make up fake names are cowards. They're cowards. Okay. So put yourself, listen, Sam, put yourself in my position versus your position. Are you ready? I'm giving you my real name. You know where I live. Okay, now let's talk about you. You're Sam the Great. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows where you live. And you keep acting like a tough guy. I'll tell you what. You want to prove to me you're a tough guy, Sam? Okay, you're a tough guy, right? Okay. Sam, tell me your real name and tell me your real home address. Okay? I challenge you to do that, Sam. I challenge you to give me your real name and give me your real address. And then, Sam, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, you're a tough guy. I'm going to admit it. Okay, you keep, see, Sam, you just keep talking. Listen, you keep talking about that you're a trained fighter, you're a warrior, but there's one thing you're not: transparent. Listen to me, Sam. Give me your real name. Give me your real address. Until then, bro, you're just some coward, fucking pathetic human being hiding behind a computer screen. That's all you're doing. You could say anything you want right now. You can write comment after comment that you're a fucking fighter, you're a warrior, you're a fucking barbarian. But here's the thing, Sam. You're hiding behind a made-up name. You're hiding behind a made-up name. I am not hiding behind a made-up name. Okay? So you got to say to yourself, who's the true tough guy? Who's the true tough guy, me or you? I'm not hiding behind I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of none of you. I'm not afraid of nothing. You're the one who's afraid. You're the one who's afraid, Sam. Okay? Because you hide behind a fake name. You see the guy that you listen, I give up on people like Sam the Great. Because do you notice how he doesn't accept my challenge? Yeah, like Johnny Blaze just made up an address. Yeah. Samuel Matrix. Yeah, that's very funny, Johnny. I'm just reading some of these comments. I've always told you my middle name, Johnny. Salvatore. See, the regulator, listen to me. I'm reading one of your earlier comments saying your family is targeted because you placed them in your videos. I hate it when people say this stuff. I really, really do. Okay. Who heard of something called law and order? Have you ever heard of that before? Who's heard of the term law and order? Okay. So you know what the regular is like saying? It's saying basically that it's okay to target someone if you know where they live or if they're a public figure or if they're part of, like, so let's get an example. Okay. So let's say we know Sylvester Stallone, right? Sylvester Stallone is famous, right? Okay. So let's say you know where Sylvester Stallone lives. Now, Sylvester Stallone also puts his family in many, many videos. You see all of his daughters. Okay, right? Okay. So, according to the regulator's analogy, Sylvester Stallone has the right for some lunatic to attack him, to attack his family, or to in some way harass him. This is what the regulator is saying because Sylvester Stallone put his daughters in videos and in movies. So now they're an open target according to the regulator. No, this is listen to me. Once again, the regulator, you're talking like the horse's asshole. Okay. Just because someone is a public figure does not mean that they have the right to be attacked. Okay, listen. let me ask you a question, the regulator. Let me ask you a question. Let's say I'm walking down the street one day with my children, and some lunatic on social media comes up to me, whatever, hits me over the head, okay, and then kicks my daughter, okay? Now, let's just say someone calls the police on this person. Let's say the police catch this person, the regulator. They catch them. What's going to be his defense? Like, what's his lawyer going to tell the judge? Oh, I had the right to hit the ape father over the head. I had the right to kick his 9-year-old daughter in her friggin' stomach. And they're going to say, why did you have that right? Because he has a YouTube channel and he has showed his daughter on that YouTube channel. Oh, I did not know that. Now I'm pretending to be the judge. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Case closed. You're innocent. Go home. Have a nice day. You had every right to attack the ape father. You had every right to kick his daughter. You had every right to do that. This is what the regulator is saying. No, no, no. He's going to go to jail, the regulator, for assault on a minor and on an adult. Okay. So this whole theory and this whole concept that you have that because I have a YouTube channel and that I have showed my children on, do you have any idea how many children have YouTube channels, the regulator? Do you have, you should do your due diligence on this. You should do your homework. There are more children YouTubers, I believe, than there are adults. Okay. So according to the regulator, every child YouTuber should be attacked. That's it. Every single child YouTuber should be targeted, should be attacked. And it is completely acceptable by the regulator, and it is completely acceptable by the law, by society at large, because they are on YouTube. So is that your point, the regulator? I don't know. I'm just seeing if he's answering me now, the regulator. I know where Chad Clifford lives. Guys, it's all on the internet. It's public records. You can look it up yourselves. Robin C. Sam the Great sounds like a keyboard warrior. He is. He is a keyboard warrior. See, like, I'll give you an example, right? Let's say I make up an email and I call myself the Brooklyn Brawler. Like, I'll just give you an example, okay? Now, let's say you don't know who I am, you don't know where I live, you don't know nothing about me. The only thing you know is that my Gmail account is called the Brooklyn Brawler at gmail.com. Now, like Sam the Great, I go on social media and I talk all this shit. I'm a fighter. I'll kick your ass. I'll friggin' beat the shit out of you, all this shit. But here's the thing. I'm the Brooklyn Brawler, right? So in other words, nobody knows my true name. Nobody knows where I live. Nobody knows nothing about me. They only know that my name is the Brooklyn Brawler. So that's a very similar thing to what Sam the Great is doing. You understand? Nobody knows his true name. Nobody knows where he lives. So he gets to be number one tough guy in the world right now. He gets to say whatever he wants, do whatever he wants, because there is no repercussion to his action. But the question is, if he was face to face with me, would he be seeing these things? I don't think so. The regulator. I did answer you. No one has the right. It's about inviting risk and harm. See, but regulator, once again, you keep contradicting yourself. Why do you think we have a judicial part of our country? Why is there, why? I'm just trying, why is there law and order in our country? Okay, because you're saying, here's basically what the regulator is saying. He's saying that like you're inviting harm. Okay. But once again, even if I am inviting harm, there are laws. I don't think you understand this, the regulator. Even if I'm doing something that is like one time, Tendy Time was even saying, who else was saying it? Dale. Oh, you're putting your family at risk because you're on YouTube and you showed them on YouTube. This is the thing. Any which way you twist it, any which way you turn it, if someone came to my house, you understand, with the intent to try to hurt me or the intent to hurt my family, and they had a weapon and it was their intention to try to hurt me, I will fucking blow their brains out. Okay? And what you all don't understand is it's called justifiable homicide. Like, I will not get in any trouble whatsoever. I won't get in any trouble. Like, I just don't think like the regulator understands that. Okay? It's justifiable homicide. So there are things called law and order and rules. That's it. A father is the greatest to ever do it. To do what exactly? But look, let me just try to make something clear to all of you. The last thing on earth that I want to do, the last thing on earth is take someone's life. Okay? Because I really think that all of you, see, you're trying to interpret my words that I'm like this tough guy. I'm like this, I'm like Tony Montana, from Scarface. No, listen to me. I want peace and harmony. Okay. I just want to be perfectly clear to all of you. I don't want anyone to be hurt. Okay. But this is the thing. What am I supposed to do if someone is trying to kill my child? Like, what am I supposed to do if someone is trying to kill my wife? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you see, like you're all twisting the words. You're trying to make it seem like I'm this killer. I'm like this tough guy. I'm this. No, no, no. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Okay. But you're the fucking people that keep fucking doing this shit. You're the people calling DoorDash. You're the people calling Craigslist. You're the people, in some cases, actually threatening my family. But I've actually had people who have called me and have texted me, and I actually had threats. Okay. So all I'm saying is this, like, why can't we leave this simple? Look, I'm an entertainer. I'm a YouTuber. If you don't like me, unsubscribe to me. Here it is. You don't like me, you hate me, unsubscribe to my channel. Don't watch my YouTube videos anymore. That's it. Stop taking this stuff so personal. This is not personal. I'm just an entertainer. I'm an entertainer. I'm here to entertain. That's it. You don't like my entertainment? Don't watch me. That's it. But for you to all continuously take this to a personal level, to take this to another level is crazy insane. It's just YouTube. It's just social media. That's it. Stop taking it so fucking personal. All right? I love John Nito. He's the man. I know you got my back, brother. I got your back too. You always go back to this thing with Lou. No matter how much we cover this, you always like this guy daily tech tips. You always go back to Lou. You always go back to. I'm not going to tell you what type of gun I have, Johnny. Sick question. Um, you always go back to Lou. You always go back to Lou. Look, I already had this conversation yesterday. According to court and public records, Lou was tortured in jail. Now, I already admitted to all of you that I can't confirm with absolute certainty, and that's why I say alleged, that that meant he was raped in jail. Okay. I don't know that for certain. That's why I always say at the end of every video that this is for entertainment purposes only. Every video. Listen, it's no different than what American Dream is doing. American Dream said I tried to commit suicide. American Dream said I robbed a liquor store. Okay. Tendy Time once said that I stole my children's inheritance. Top Ticker Trades said I was a pedophile. Top Ticker Trades said I was a pedophile. Okay. People do things for entertainment. And if you want to know the truth, I actually don't have any trouble with it. As long as it's done on YouTube, as long as it's done on a video format and you're making these false accusations, it really doesn't bother me because look, I know what the truth is about myself. I know I'm not a pedophile. I'm a loving father of two beautiful children, okay? I know I'm not robbing a liquor store. You understand? I know I'm not trying to commit suicide. So I know I'm not stealing from my children. So if people make these videos and it's for entertainment purposes only, that's fine. Okay. But when people get it personal, when they're sending people to your house, do you see the difference between the two? Okay. It's one thing if I make a joke about Lou and I say, Tyrone and Jamal banged them up against the wall. Okay, whatever. You may find that to be disgusting. You may find that to be not appropriate, but it's a big difference than if I sent a guy to Lou's house, which, by the way, I have Lou's address too. Okay, and I would never do that. I wouldn't do that. Okay, so there's a difference. Do you understand? There's a difference. She's reading Bobcat and John Nito. Always be prepared. Have a 6 foot by 6 foot hole dug out and have it ready when needed. Hey man, Casino is my favorite movie. You know the movie Casino? There's a lot of holes buried in the desert. But Johnny, why do you feel you have to know everything about me? It's like this guy's like obsessed. What's your middle initial? What gun do you have? You want to know the size of my fucking cock too, Johnny? I mean, this fucking guy is like, what are you writing a fucking book about me? Well, Sam, I don't respect any man, okay, that hides behind a fucking made up name and hides behind a computer. Do you really think that? Let me ask you, listen to what Sam is saying. You want to hear what Sam the Great is saying? I don't respect any man who isn't trained to fight. But here's a guy who's hiding behind a computer under a fake name. I mean, Sam, listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying that you don't respect people who don't fight, and you're hiding like a biatch coward behind a computer. So I don't know if you realize it, bro. You sound like a hypocrite. If you're a fighter, Sam, you show up in person and you fucking fight. You don't hide behind a computer. You don't hide behind a computer under a made up fucking name. He's saying he doesn't respect people who are not fighters, and he's hiding behind a computer under a made up name. Does that make sense to anybody? No, but I just want to make a point to you, Sam. You're saying, this is what you're saying. I don't respect people who are not fighters. Okay. But you're hiding under a fake name. How is that a fighter? How are you a fighter? I don't get it. Whatever. Ring the doorbell and slap him. Slap who? Ring what doorbell? Are you saying someone to ring my doorbell and slap me? I'm not following Liquid Swords comment. If someone wants to fight you. Yeah, but this is the thing. Listen to me. It's very, very simple. If someone comes to my house, I don't want to keep repeating this. Look. You know what would be a better option if we met somewhere like not in my house? Because then we could actually fight. Do you see what I'm trying to say? It's when you come to my house, you have to understand now that there's a potential that you could startle my wife, you could startle my mother, you could startle my children. So see, that's not really, and do I want to fight like that in front of my children? And do I want to shoot somebody? Because this could be detrimental to my children's like life. They could be dramatized by all of this. Look, I'll tell you what, how about we do this? I have a solution. All right. A father has a solution. Why don't we start something called ape boxing? Tell me if you like this idea. Ape boxing. Why don't we do this? So I'm being serious. This is not a joke. Okay. Why don't we all pick a gym? This is what we do. Let's pick a gymnasium that has a boxing ring. Okay. And Sam the Great, listen to me. You could come down to this boxing ring and I will come. I'm being 100% serious. This is not a joke because you know what? I actually think it'll get a lot of views on YouTube. Okay. I want to film it. Okay. So I officially challenge Sam the Great to a boxing match. Okay. Let's find a gymnasium that has a boxing ring. Okay. You come down, I come down, and let's fucking duke it out, man. And I'll tell you what, I will film it on my YouTube channel and I'll get views. Okay, let's do it. So see, this way we avoid the whole thing of someone coming to my house, possibly scaring my mom, possibly scaring children, and possibly scaring my wife who has stage 4 breast cancer. Right? Doesn't that make more sense, Sam? I'm saying, how does that sound? Let's pick a gym that has a boxing. I'll be very serious. I am not fucking around at all. I am not fucking around at all. Tell Lou to come down to the boxing match. Okay. Tell Lou to get into the ring with me and let's go. I will 100% follow through on this. Oh, that's the end of that, I guess. Anyway, it's I've been on this live stream for an hour and 20 minutes. I kindly and respectfully ask all of you to leave my family alone, okay? I'm asking kindly with respect. My wife has stage 4 breast cancer. Okay. It metastasized to her brain. She has 3 brain tumors. One of them is a potential bleeder. My mother has COPD. She has a serious heart condition. And my children are just young kids. Stop sending people to my house. Stop it. Stop it. You want to work things out another way? Let's work things out another way. Okay. But just have respect that my wife is battling breast cancer, brain cancer. Have a little respect. I know you won't, though. I know you won't, but try to. Yeah. Hi, I'm Tom. People come to my house all the time, bro. People come to it's not that they're coming to my house. They're sending like this is what they do. They'll post Craigslist ads, right? They'll post Craigslist ads saying I'm having an estate sale. Okay. They'll send someone with DoorDash to my house. Now I understand they think it's funny, but the thing is a lot of times these people are coming to my house at very, very weird times. Like for instance, I had someone come to my house at 6 a.m. today. There was another time I had someone come to my house at midnight, and I'm trying to like be respectful to all of you. I understand that you think it's funny and you're making a joke. I get it, but you're not understanding again that because of serious medical conditions that both my wife and my mother have, you could cause something very serious. I know that you don't want that. I know that you don't mean that. I know you're doing all of this as a joke, but you have to take it under advisement that you are in fact dealing with a woman who has a tumor that can burst and can cause a hemorrhage. I know you don't want to consider that, but that could happen. So have a little respect. Stop sending people to my house, and that's it. Okay? You want to deal with things another way? We can deal with things another way. Stop sending people to my house. All right. Peace out. The live stream is not financial advice. This live stream is for entertainment purposes only. God bless.